So I sorted it by creatures versus non-creatures. I pulled out the Shimmy Inspector because it's one card I'm actually looking to cut right now, but I'm not entirely sure. I could also keep it because now that I'm thinking about it, Rancor works pretty well with it. Even if they want to block, it's going to trample over and get in for some damage. So maybe Blade Tusk Boar isn't where we want to be. I could just splash the Searing Spear with like 2 mountains or something like that. This is a toughie. So now we're down to 29 playables. Need to cut 5 more cards if we go 20, or not 20, if we go 16 lands. So 18 creatures is probably a little too many. Bloodthorn Vampire usually would be the 2 cards I would snap cut out in this situation, but it's something we're really going to want because we need the 2-drop slot filled out as much as possible. I mean, Farseek usually would do it. I mean, we've got 2 Arbor Elves and a Farseek. One of those in our opening hand with a forest and another land will get us to turn 3 and 4 pretty quickly, so maybe the Bloodthorn Vampire isn't what we need. But at the same time, see, I'm trying to think what we could sack for value. I'm gonna Tormented Soul also works well with Rancor and Mark the Vampire, so I'm not going to cut it. Due to Bound Dead is just solid on its own. The Chronomatons are fine. Okay, I'm going to see what happens if I take these out. This might be okay. So 3 more cards, Rice in the Grave is going to stay. Maybe the... This is really, really tough. I haven't had to deal with such a strong pool like this in a while. So we're going to work through this. That's staying. That's questionable, but most likely staying. Primal Clay is just all around very good choice. Searing Spear is pretty close to the best removal in the set, but we do have Prey Upon, Crippling Blight, Double Murder, and then 2 Death Touch creatures. So maybe we don't need to splash it, but we have an Evolving Wilds and a Farseek, so I feel like it's just incorrect to not do it. So for now, let's cut these. Let's put these over here so we can still see them, that we're considering them. Other notable omissions, I took out the Blade Tusk Boars. I think I caught that on camera and explained that reasoning. Goblin Arsonist obviously isn't going to cut it. Fire Elementals I do want, but the double red also isn't going to happen. So if we can cut 2 more cards, I think I'll be okay with this, even though it's still really, really iffy. 15 creatures is not enough, I fear, because we want to go a little more aggressive, so I'm going to bring in the Shimmy Inspector once again, try to cut something else. So I need to cut 3 of these guys, it looks like. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 non-creature spells. Yeah, so do I really need Titanic Growth? I don't think I do, because I've got Rancors and all sorts of other buff stuff. Mark of the Vampire, Duty Bound Dead. Yep, so 2 more. Alright, we can do this. Crippling Blight is iffy. Prey Upon's also iffy. Really good removal spells in the vacuum, but we've got Double Murder, Searing Spear, and Death Touch guys as also indicated. I'm not sure what our typical curve is going to look like. Maybe the Chronomatons aren't what we want, but again, I think we want to be more aggressive, and they work well with Prey Upon. I think Crippling Blight actually might not be that good in our deck, because we have plenty of ways of actually hitting them with Rancors, Mark of the Vampire, Exalted, and other general stuff. So maybe I bring it in against 1-drop stuff, or 1 toughness creatures, like other Chronomatons and whatnot. Let's do a quick color cost sort. We're going to be predominantly green, simply because of the Arbor Elves and Farseek. And then the Double Murder and the Shimmy Inspector, all we have to worry about for double black. And then we'll throw in 1 Searing Spear for good measure. Primal Clay is very good. Yeah, no, I'm not going to cut it. I'm going to cut a Crippling Blight, I think. And leave that over there. Let's see, we've got 3 minutes left to build. This is tough. Mana cost again. What's our curve looking like? I want to cut a creature. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell me what you think right now. Go. Anyone? Anyone? No? I don't like having such a low curve and then cutting creatures. It just never seems right. So we're gonna cut a... It's not gonna be that. Okay, let's... I'm trying to sort by things that we definitely want and things we might want to cut. So many things I would normally want to cut, but just the way our mana curve is looking. We have a lot of 1-drops, so it's probably going to be a 1-drop. Let's make it a Tormented Soul. No. Duty-Bound Dead. Do I want to go 15 lands? Is that the solution? I mean, we have an Evolving Wilds, which probably means it's going to be a no. I'm trying to think if I can get away with 1 mountain. Anyway, this doesn't solve my problem of having to cut 1 card out of this. Giant Scorpion, do I need you? I think I do, for defense. I'm cutting Shami Inspector. And I'm just going to clean my hands of this. Don't know if it's correct. I'm going to add lands right now. Suggest 717. Let's go 817. So ways we're going to get our mountain are Evolving Wilds and Farseek. So 2 cards to draw us into Searing Spear, but at the same time we might need to fetch something else with Evolving Wilds. I don't know, but I think this is the correct build. So let's look at what our sideboard options are. We have Crippling Blight against aggro tokens, whatnot. Duress against control, Smelt, self-explanatory. I forgot about Cathedral of War. Ugh. Damn it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I cannot cut a forest. I just can't. I also don't want to cut a swamp. Oh, I don't want to cut another card. Okay, Cathedral, you're not making the cut. I can't make you work. I don't know. This is hard. Do I cut a swamp maybe and a murder? I've only got 20 seconds left. We are cutting a forest. I only need 1 to get my Arbor Elves online. And yeah, this is what I'm submitting. And not because I want to, but because there's 10 seconds left on the clock. So let's click submit and be back for round 1.